welcome to another episode of Gridiron Podcast. I'm your host, William, who so just fucked up the intro again.
My name is Bryson, and we definitely did fuck up this year because I had my phone up. I wasn't expecting it to go up 5 seconds early.
Me either. I did not. I did not. I should have took off the line thing. I'm like, oh, shit, we ain't gonna wait a whole extra minute. But how you doing, man? How you guys? How you living?
Everything's going good, pretty decent. I know we spoke about that one thing. I can't bring it up right now, but the thing that I sent you,
Man,
I can't bring it. I can't bring it up right now. I want to so bad, but I can't. I really can't. But I want to, just in case police might get involved in shit. So I can't even say anything no more right now. But man, they fuck them kids. Anyway,
okay for me. I supposed to pay them on the deposit for my apartment. Get there for that. Ultimately, the move for the most part. Um, they get this shit over with, and so I can have my own little space. Right though, it's super small. Um,
yeah.
it's like 394 square feet. Like it's not big at all, but the apartment is super nice, and the complex is super nice, and they got a whole bunch of like.
Is just you staying there? Okay.
We're gonna have to make some like I'm thinking for season two, we're gonna have to make some adjustments because the plain and simple fact is this nigga Donald Trump is doing everything and everything in office, so it's you think you get a great
He just comes every single day.
every single
Every.
it's something new, and then with eyes from driving up, you know, the podcast, the notes shit, the chapter being discussed, it should be into the point.
Hey, Will, you sound like you sound like a deaf kid kind of talking right now. That's what it sounds
Hold
like.
on,
It's
can you hear me?
now I can hear you. Yeah,
Okay, so I'm probably on my bad. I'm probably too far away from the
it was
mic. My fault.
it was very muffled.
Uh,
I was like, oh shit.
yeah, no, you good. But like I was saying, like it's so much news coming out, y'all. It's hard to keep up. So we really gotta pinpoint like things that's really important to talk about, or things that like we have structured this so we supposed to be talking about things from the previous week into this week, but unfortunately with so much fucking news and shit coming out, it don't be taken out like that. Like I think the
Ridiculous.
last few shows that we touched on politics, like we touched on stuff that's happening like in real fucking time.
Yeah.
But man, we're gonna get
Uh,
into this shit, and once again, we're gonna start on a topic blending with football and ball and what's the name, football and politics. So for everybody that don't know out there, what was it last week? They took Jackie Robinson's military career off of the Department of Defense site, and everybody like, why the fuck would you do that? Jackie Robinson is an American hero on and off the battlefield. Why would you do that? And Griffin decides to throw him in. Now, I'm gonna say this now. Under Griffin, like, bro, I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. Can I see your tweets? But it's like,
it's muffled again. Can't hear. It's
is muffled again? Okay. I gotta stay close.
I can hear you now. Couldn't hear you before.
No. You're usually doing mic, so I'm trying to get used to it. But like I was saying, with Jackie Robinson, like, you do realize they specifically picked out Jackie. Jackie was a good baseball player. A lot of people realize that. Jackie is
Yeah.
probably one of the best second basemen of all time. Put that to the side, okay? They needed somebody to break the color barrier, but they needed something specific. Okay, Jackie was the guy. There were more
Yeah.
talented players than Jackie, but either they was going to be too old, somebody like Satchel Paige, or they didn't have the template that Jackie did. Because remember, Jackie was playing on the city games and listening to they was calling that man all different type of N words in different shapes and
Yeah.
fashions.
He had thick skin. River thick skin.
Really thick skin. So let's get into what Robert Griffin has to say, man. So let's look at these tweets. So he started off by saying sports shows on TV should not be about politics. Most shows on TV should be about sports, not politics. Red flag number one. Okay, dumbass tweet. You should know better at this point. Sometimes sports and politics mix, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He goes on to say that, and then he tweets out, "This tweet is not about Robinson. Its significance can never and should be never be erased. Breaking the color barrier in baseball in itself is not political. I see Irving getting 4 ball level in itself is not political." And then, hold on, let's go through the rest of the tweet. He said, "Jack, full fucking stop."
Yeah.
What do you think?
First off, I think that I feel like I don't follow RG3 that much. Like on, I'm more heavy on. I'm a little heavy on Twitter, a little bit, sports Twitter in particular. I don't follow him too much, but from what I know, for what he believes in, particularly about what we talk about, like what I can't remember her name is. That kind of sparked this. I always forget her name. But the topic she was saying, I would think RG3 would be supportive of that. But this is just he's I don't know. It sounds weird. I didn't expect him to take the stance for real. I didn't expect.
I did this for the simple fact RG3 in the last 5 years, when there's something political going on, sometimes he try to take the middle road sometimes, or he just leaving an obscenely bad take. This has not surprised me, and I know this is gonna ruffle some feathers. Him being married to a white woman, it also is very telling about this take. Why would you not believe that Jackie Robinson, being in baseball, being in MLB, as a black man, is not political?
In the what years? The
You look
20s? Okay, yeah, like bro, it's political. Every single first black athlete, it's political. That's a political thing. Like
are talented black baseball players during that time, but they pegged Jackie because once again he had the temperament, he had the look to go out there,
yeah, just play.
And just fucking play. Now you get somebody out there like a Buck O'Neil or something. They may not have the temperament to go out there and fucking play. Not only that, let's keep 100. Robert Griffin, I think you should have kept your mouth shut. This is what you really thought, because you was getting on Twitter this day.
Man,
because everybody was like, that doesn't, your statement doesn't make any sense. And then you go on the list of other black people who did shit that was political. Jesse Owens, a black man, running for America, and because you gotta remember, brothers in office at this time. Not only that, let's face it, he's a second-class citizen back home. So everything about Jesse is political. From America and, being treated as second-class citizens as we were as African Americans, to then go to fucking Germany when a nigga won't say, you know what, if you got blonde hair and blue eyes, you are inferior and deserve to be taken off the planet fucking Earth. Not only that, during his birthday ceremony, he didn't even shake the man's hand.
Yeah, he left. He left early.
Yeah. So let's keep dumbass. You got that right? Basketball in this time is heavily influenced by the mafia and fucking betting. Bringing the system. Oh, think about it. They allowed a black man to win during this time. Like, it's still like, so I'm trying to say that it's not as big as I say like football, American football, or basketball. Trying to take like a good back seat a little bit. So you want to really get a really good fight. But ultimately, like, this was like the key entertainment back then. So for them to elect a black man to be the first heavyweight champion of the world is saying a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't get it either. It's just like he said that Jackie, like, sports shouldn't be used as an excuse to push political agendas, right? But you look at the Trump administration trying to erase Jackie Robinson from a historical public official records because they see him as DEI. Now everybody knows what DEI means now. It means figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, y'all telling me Jackie Robinson
DEI is spelled Niggas.
So you need to worry about your fucking play before anything else, rather than trying not to play with this black man. You need to worry about your fucking position. And that's what it ultimately comes down to. Some black people are fucking afraid to lose their spot because they know that they're mediocre. They know they're really getting the job done. And lo and behold, you have this black person having all the talent in the world, plus the good ethic behind it, pulling up, trying to take her job, speaking to them. They think it's a bad look when you lose your job to a black man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. The DEI conversation has just been, it's crazy how before it was never a conversation. It wasn't really a conversation. Like, yeah, like people would bring up affirmative action whenever that came out, but like no one really brought up the term DEI. It's just funny how we just switched from one topic to the next.
Yeah.
I mean, that DEI, because of that DEI is a broader topic. Like it involves, people will tie it to like affirmative action. They tie it to CTR to a little bit. Like they would tie DEI with all these different things. Like but think about it. Whenever the planes first crashed, what was the first thing Donald Trump said? He said DEI. Like,
I'm like, you find hella people. You're focused on. And the Carolina Gate events, you find hella people, and you think that shit wasn't gonna have ramifications? Fucking idiots. And I know we ain't gonna touch on this right now, but nobody did DEI up there, motherfucker. I'm not gonna DEI as the term as Republicans use it, as motherfuckers who are not qualified for their fucking job. Between the 27-year-old who's fucking 50-something-year-old man, that's her husband. He's not qualified. You got people working direct to women in the like defense at the octagon, goddamn, pairing fucking great plans with journalists. Then people are learning how to do a shit. Still the same fucking but to still more of a attention this time. God, maybe you wouldn't be any the one plan. They ain't getting started on the fucking man. This shit really pisses me off. He has zero. I mean, I'm talking about zero from one type of experience. Son, this know about wrestling and scamming niggas. That's unqualified motherfuckers in office. And y'all worry about some black people getting some spots that more than likely they deserve. But unfortunately, we have a system built on white supremacy. They're not getting those opportunities.
It wasn't good enough from the beginning, basically.
It just baffles me. It's just like, the shit y'all say, like Republicans say, and the shit y'all do, that shit don't match up. You talking about, this should be based on merit. And then you fire a black person or a woman with all the fucking merits in the world, right? And you put in somebody who's a weekend school fucking news.
Yeah, that too.
Because you mean to tell me y'all thought this dude, his mother said this nigga is a threat to women. I want him to change. You need to change your action. You thought this was the guy, a stand-up individual to lead in the military. Make that make sense.
I mean, you saw what, I ain't gonna say it on live, but you saw what I saw in our messages.
Yeah, we got a little boy, he's in front of me. He's in the military right now. He's been talking on, starting to military. The way that he was talking in them fucking messages, he's ready to go. They're doing horses in the military right now. It is, hey, I don't want to all day. This is not a good time to fucking join.
And I'm literally about to join. I'm literally about to join.
Fucking crazy. Speaking, like, I'm probably gonna get into this shit. You be smooth. Unfortunately, fucking not. But this is what I wanted to black people. Do not fucking get answer. This nigga that's on the screen to me.
Oh my god! I like the chaos. Not the chaos, but I like how I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, cause like I said in the message, hey, my boy Zay, he was like, basically he's like, yo, we're fucked. Cause this nigga's in office. This nigga makes all the bad decisions. Let me tell you now. But ultimately, just to end on the Jackie Robinson topic, like for Robert Griffin to come out and say that, I think is very, it's borderline disrespectful and not being intelligent enough to realize what you're saying. You're saying that once again, Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier is not political. When in all actuality, it's fucking political. They like I don't understand the confusion or the mix up. And then he took it even a step further this week when he was talking about well, and he kept saying Rob Parker, and he was like, "Well, look what Rob said about me." He just because Rob Parker on TV before Robert Griffin was drafted, he asked, is Robert Griffin the third a brother or this nigga is a square, like pretty much. And he's Rob Parker right, nigga. Even very square like. It doesn't help you pause. It doesn't help you when you come out with shit like this. And now you're gonna attack on Twitter and shit. You know, it's your opinion. It's stupid, but it's your opinion. They're like,
what's wrong with our black rich people? I mean, I call them rich. Our black rich people. They're either highly conservative, or they're like center right. Like it's so weird.
Like, wait a second. I'm shocked for him having his take. He got the this. Standing have to live with that. If how you move with that white woman is the problem. You move very quick, like you don't like black women at all. Okay, next topic is Steve Bannon talking about Donald Trump. Who's going to run again for office. This is very quite concerning as well.
Very.
Yeah, for him talking about it, and yeah, we finna get into it. Hold on, let me play the video.
Are second on the list after you are second on the list after the VP as people getting the nod at CPAC to be president. A lot of people were surprised by this. My first question, you have anything to do with putting your name in that list because you have presidential ambitions?
President Trump, I'm a firm believer that President Trump will run and win again in 2028. So I've already endorsed President Trump. A man like this comes along once every century if we're lucky. We've got him now. He's on fire, and I'm a huge supporter. Want to see him again in 2028.
And obviously, anybody who doesn't like what you say but judges it as a function of a lack of intelligence doesn't know anything about you. I don't make that mistake. You're a smart guy. You know he's term limited. How do you think he gets another term?
We're working on it. I think we'll have a couple of alternatives. Let's say that. We'll see what the definition. We'll see.
Project 2025 real. That's what people were saying.
Yeah, well, let's go with how many people say 2025 was the real. You're idiot or idiots. Y'all are dumb. They kicked it in your face, and y'all said, "Nah, that ain't real. That's not gonna happen." And since these motherfuckers get elected, what he been doing? He been running plays from that exact fucking playbook.
Yep.
If it quacks like a duck, it's a Mexican duck. Well, what is going on here? Now you have them trying to gear up for Trump to get a third term. They trying to keep him in there as long as possible.
It's almost like we tried to tell y'all, but nah, he don't listen to us though.
It's not even that we trying to tell them. It's more of the simple facts. This motherfucker is breaking all different types of laws and shit. And y'all did all this shit the last time and he was in office, and y'all said, "Nah, we want that again." Because basically, I think he was gonna get another term. And if he gets another term because the American people are dumb and they like the electoral nor shit. Unfortunately, with COVID, it made everybody stay the fuck home, so they had to pay attention.
And the part that's kind of very concerning is his confidence in it.
Yeah, he's very
like he's just like he'll find a way around it.
In his answer, like, "Oh no, we're finna get him another term." That's quite concerning because that means they're looking at every single avenue, including martial law, to get him another term. That's quite concerning, and I think the American people need to realize, hey, this motherfucker don't believe in the Constitution. Right now, trying to threaten the federal courts. They're talking about eliminating all districts, and that's coming from the Speaker of the House. That means they're already having internal discussions how to get rid of some of these and how to limit these amount of judges because they don't like some of the decisions that are coming down. Shit.
And like you said, he got the plays already scripted. He's just doing them bitches, and people don't even realize it.
It's like
I was in the fucking thing. I was in there. The federal agent shit, that was in there.
The elimination of the Department of Education. He can't do that.
Yep.
He's not gonna try to do that. Nigga, he's trying to do it right now. Your boy was supposed to start paying all his student loans, right? So I'm thinking,
Yep.
it's gonna be a low amount. Nigga don't make that much. I make around 25 to $2,700 a month at my job. So I'm thinking my payment's gonna be low. Fuck no. They're trying to charge me $497 a month. Who's paying that?
Fuck.
My rent I'm about to start paying is $895. With my dog, then I pay pet rent because I got a dog. So low, it goes up. It's an extra $39 on top of that. So I'm paying $900 for an apartment. That's not including the amenities fucking fee. That includes the water, sewage, trash fee that comes with the apartment. So then I'm paying $1,000 for right?
Mhm.
And you see, you can $500 a month. No. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and try to get some of this time off. So what I did was I applied for, I think, forbearance. I was like, you know what? Let's put this shit off for a little bit. So it went from 6 months to 3 months. I applied this month. Officially, my first payment is supposed to be in June. So that's 3 months from now. It's supposed to be in June. My June is supposed to be my first payment. I seen on TikToks with people shit jumping up for $200 and some dollars all the way up to almost $1,000. Some people shit is starting at $1,000. So they're eliminating repayment options. First of all, I think motherfuckers are black in the government. That's a black person move. What the fuck? I mean, that's for a nigga who really makes 40 a year for $500 a month. Get the fuck out of here. And then, like I said, with this Trump shit, he's gonna fucking get a third term. He don't deserve it.
Yeah, taking it bad, man. Taking it bad. More ways on the on at the domestic level and on the global stage as well.
He's really sinking this bitch, and people are really cheering this shit. That's like motherfuckers cheering at the Titanic sinking. I mean, black people probably was because he wasn't lying on the boat.
They probably will. They probably like, yeah, that's the fuck they get.
Nigga,
Them niggas was cheering their ass over that shit. That shit.
cheering for some shit to happen because you don't think it's gonna happen, and you is fucking crazy. And now we starting to see some of these Republicans are being mad about their vote. You're not mad about your vote. That's not the problem. You're mad because it's happening to you. If it was happening strictly to minorities, you would not give a fuck. I'm sorry, Nebraska. If it wasn't happening to Nebraska, where you wouldn't be broke in the next 6 months, shit, give a fuck. You'd still be riding on Trump's nuts. You knuckle dragging idiot.
Yep. Knuckle.
Like, make it make sense.
Knuckle dragon is funny, man.
Oh, there's all some shit when it came to this motherfucker. No, you're going to suffer too. Keep going up. This man talking about first day. Oh, prices gonna be lower. No, grocery shopping be getting worse. Prices been going up. They raising the price of the brick every single day. This nigga, he's fucking up relations with countries. Now you got the UN.
Yep.
Get out. Don't be like, if you're really not gonna be here, don't be here. Just half-ass it.
Yeah. And I don't blame them. Not one bit.
Because literally, like I know there have been a few times the UN had came to a vote on some shit, especially on the Security Council, and the US is the only fucking deferment. Like they're the overruling vote over all these other fucking countries, and that shouldn't be the fucking case.
Yeah.
And then
Go ahead.
now, like I was about to go to the next topic a little bit, but you got one more thing you want to say?
I was gonna say that I mean, I think really I was kind of dragging our feet / dragging our nuts on top of Zelensky's head is probably what's destroying our relations with Europe, because like they are like they're the huh?
It's a very weird move.
Yeah, because they're like yo, like we want to help Ukraine. We don't want Ukraine to be taken over. And America, y'all are kind of just. It seems like y'all are taking Russia's side. We don't like this.
This nigga, y'all really buddy with this nigga. This nigga is not our buddy. Putin is not our buddy. He want this bitch to sink too. You don't think this motherfucker won't take the first opportunity to sink this bitch himself? The first sign of weakness in the U.S. to sink this bitch, he will. He is not our friend.
Trump just gullible.
People realize that. Because now you got Trump.
I think Trump.
See, now you got Trumpers and shit talking about gun Russian. Fuck you niggas, not the people of the government. We want to make that clear. Want to make that shit clear. And while we on Trump, this last week, this week, he signed the, the executive order dismantling the Department of Education. Now, it's not a complete closure yet. They're trying to, but it's a dismantling. They're stripping it to its bare fucking bones. Okay.
Yeah.
They move certain things to certain departments. Okay. They're moving Pell Grants and shit and student loans to the Small Business Administration. I think that's a bad fucking idea. Okay, that's a bad idea. Number one, this idea. Everything else when it does things to health and shit, they're moving it under the administration that Robert S. Kennedy Jr. is running. Oh, this nigga said do nothing.
Yeah.
In that spot, but now you're giving him the chance.
Yeah, you got all kind of breakouts. In school, you have to be vaccinated. To go to school, you have to. Yep.
Breakouts. Measles and shit. And on the other cases, are kids not being fucking vaccinated. I've been saying this for the longest. And I'm gonna make this point here right now. If you're a parent and you don't get vaccinated your child, that's fine. You don't want to vaccinate your child, be fucking responsible, that's fucking great. Cool. First of all, you shouldn't get mad when other parents ostracize your child because you did refuse to get your child vaccinated. Number two, if your child get another child sick and that child dies, I think that parent should be on murder charges.
Yeah.
That's irresponsible. Highly irresponsible.
Honestly, just if you could do that, bro, just homeschool your kid, honestly. Why are you bringing them to public school?
Yeah, don't even put them in this public school system. Like, don't even do that. Keep them little nigglets, little childs at home. But they don't in public school because I know, I want to be a parent. I know what type of parent I want to be. Now I made up my mind about this. Let my child come home with some shit that they shouldn't be having, and I know one of the parents and that kid is unvaccinated. You know what? That's not going to see me. You're going to see me in person. First of all, I'm taking charges. Second of all, I'm beating your ass. I'm going to say, I'm going to have to say, that's okay. I'm willing to take that. For my family and sometimes friends, it depends what it is. But you motherfucking ass because you got my child sick because you want to be an irresponsible ass parent and not get them vaccinated? Absolutely, I'll take that charge. Nigga, you gotta eat concrete.
Man,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say that. I mean, I was gonna say, like it's weird. Like in the, I live more in the country. You don't really see a lot of people who are, really have a lot of people who are anti-vaxxers like that in the country. Weirdly enough, people don't really bring it up. But when I was in Olathe in the city, there was a lot of because I worked with kids who were homeschooled, and some of the ones who parents were conservative were definitely parents were like anti-vaxxers. So it's just like weird.
Yeah, it's very much a growing trend, and I don't know why. A lot of people are listening to pseudoscience and saying that, you can get autism from vaccines. First of all, autism is hereditary. That means somebody in your family had it. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not because somebody getting the vaccine. They done plenty studies on it. That shit is not true. Now you got people, and I know like the COVID vaccine, okay. Like, if y'all want to make y'all inroads about that and like question that, okay, I'll give y'all that. I'll let y'all have that one. But the fucking nasal vaccine, the vaccine to stop you getting from whooping cold, small, chicken pox, shit, what are we doing? Not really getting mad.
How they question that, but not question the. How they question that, but not question the food that they eat. Like you do that, but your kid can eat hot fries every single day. That's crazy.
Like, some parents, yeah. Let's keep 100. I'm like himself. I worked there almost. I need to fix that shit. I got mad at fellow Obama for saying, you know what, we should try to eat a little healthier in the nation. And I said, no, I want my Doritos. I want my chocolate milk at lunch. I want my strawberry milk. States. Do you
God.
education back in the hands of people of New Mexico. Oklahoma, they're 49. West Virginia, they're 48. Louisiana is 47. Alaska, 46. Alabama, 45. Arizona, 44. Maine is 43, but it's a regular blue state that's low. South Carolina, 42. Michigan, 41.
Fuck no, you want to do that? You don't want to do that shit, bro.
So the people that don't know, originally, I'm from Tennessee. Born in Tennessee, born in Dixon, lived in Waverly before I moved to Kansas City, right? Okay. One of the reasons why my mom moved us up here when my grandmother decided to move back to Kansas City is because in education. My mom, when she moved down to Tennessee, I think second, third grade, they simply moved her because the simple fact she was so much farther ahead of the students down south, education wise. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so we back. My mom was so much farther than the kids from down south. So they're talking about moving her up, but ultimately they didn't. They didn't move her up. But she was like, the education system going down. It's really quite lacking. And she didn't like how certain shit so style when it comes to history and shit. So she was like, yeah, it's the best choice for me to move back to Case. Now, in Missouri, any fucking bill when it comes to education, debatable. Yes and no. We got some problem in education up here, but is it better than, I don't know, for Oklahoma? Absolutely. I seen what the fuck they doing to their education system in real fucking time with the superintendent who keep getting on TV. Maybe this goddamn thing. Fucking, y'all niggas, dummies. Y'all gotta stay full of dummies.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say, man. It's sad. I know. Fortunately, I grew up in, what are the bottom state, the third worst, I guess now it's the third worst. It was the worst for a minute, but now we're not, thank God. Third worst state? That's crazy, bro.
Talking about how this is going to affect special ed children. Do you think I want special ed children to be in the protection of Alabama? And I'm harping on Alabama because I really fucking hate the state as a whole. That state can burn in hell.
Orange Beach is the only thing they got, and really the Florida side is the side that everybody likes. Is the Florida side.
Well, Alabama ain't got shit for me except for sundown towns and hangings. I'm good now, nigga. I wouldn't want to touch a state like Alabama with special ed kids or Oklahoma because that's one of the main reasons why the Department of Education was created to protect certain classes of people when it comes to education. And I didn't know this. I was doing my reading last night. Republicans been trying to get rid of it for a while now. Maybe because we're in 28. Like, I haven't heard for real rumblings of getting rid of the Department of Education until Trump became a thing. Other than that, I think Republicans are going to get rid of the Department of Education. Well, I know they're trying to minimize government or whatever, but getting rid of the Department of Education, that's all it was a thing. Like, I was reading that Ronald Reagan wanted to get rid of it after he got in office after, Jimmy Carter left. He wanted to get rid of it, but he couldn't. And they've been trying to get rid of it ever since. But now, I guess, with Trump, they got that bully that they wanted in office, I guess. And they really trying to get rid of it. I think that's not the reason why they're trying to get rid of the Department of Education is because they're not informed. They're not uninformed. Public are going to make stupid ass decisions because you're not going to tell me America is uninformed because look who's the earth is fucking again. Yeah, just give me this
Yeah, the department thing, kind of a long time coming, but people didn't believe that it was gonna happen, or people was like, most people who don't know. I honestly, I see his approval rating going down. Like I've been seeing, it's been going. Yeah, it's been going down, and I think it's because I think the Dems made a smart that might be one of the smart things they did is mention that Project 2025 shit. And even if people didn't read it, they might have heard something about it, and some of the things happening.
Really big thing. So the really good thing on the
Yeah.
center, and it's kind of like kind of off of it. She was like, no, I didn't even hammer this home. Whatever like, social event y'all having, or we want somebody, you not even like,
Bring
yeah,
it up.
like, bring it up. And I'm glad, I know I didn't put this in the notes or whatever, but I want to bring up now. You're starting to hear inklings of how the campaign was going. Like Tim Wise, he came out and spoke on the campaign a little bit. And remember, I said early episodes, hey, they stuck Kamala's team. They stuck Kamala with Biden's team, and they was doing certain shit that the team didn't like, and they made them stop or made them scale it back. So, like for instance, what's the name? Tim calling JD Vance and Trump weird, like they being fucking weirdos. And that's like a spark. Everybody start calling it fucking weird.
And then they stopped it.
And they just fucking stopped it. And it constantly came down to the fucking team. The team told me like, yo, like, it's not a good look. Please stop. Or scale it back. So.
All them niggas need to be fired. All them niggas need to be fired.
Yeah, and we gonna get to this a little bit before you go to work. You know, cause I did Kamala. It's like Kamala is right now. It's like the expected Democrat nominee for 2028. We don't need to bring back Maryland and Biden's fucking people.
Nope.
So they stifle her, and she ultimately lost the fucking election. Cause you're not gonna tell me if you was looking at this my view. I know we on topic a little bit. Just at my view, you look at Kamala's campaign, you look at Trump's campaign near the end. Kamala's campaign was vibrant. People were happy. People were ready to vote for Kamala. Trump, he was giving up. He stopped going to events. He doing weird shit on stage. What, 13 minutes to a fucking song? Like, he doing weird shit because he feels like he's going to fucking lose it. And this is fucking weird. The American people won't pull in a dumbass decision and decide, you know what? No, let's vote for this motherfucker again. That was better than him. No, did it?
Yeah, I do feel like the Dems kind of flopped with that band. Like it was damn near like literally. Remember, she raised the most money in the fastest amount of time ever. Like she raised hell of money so quickly, super quickly. And you could see, and that was a selling point that a lot of black people who are in the politics who probably would have voted for Kamala Harris at the beginning was kind of questioning because it's like, well. Because, the Republicans, they were saying, well, you said this, but now you're saying that,
Yeah.
And black people are like, well, why is she changing, And then it takes people who know to tell them, hey, look, those are the people. Yeah, the team was making her change her stance on some of these things because they thought that they would look bad, but it was really going to win. It was because it was different. America wanted.
And not only that, like I said, when I was saying, like, in some of her responses, she'll be robotic.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the team talking. That's not her. Because some of these interviews, like the one that she did with Oprah and the one that she did on the podcast with is it Call Her Daddy? I think Call Her Daddy. I forget the young lady name that had that podcast. And you can tell she was comfortable. She was in her element. She was able to be to be herself. And then like on the backstage a little bit, she sound robotic. She sound like too much a politician. She's too polished.
Yeah.
She's too polished. She was too polished. I'm like, no, just let her loose. Just let her be her. Like when she thought he was killing Trump and motherfucker on stage, I said that she should have let that shit fly.
Yeah.
She should have let that shit fly off the lid. Fuck it, we ball, nigga. And it's like shit like that. And I think with the American people, if they would have saw more of that, I think to a certain extent, she got possibly more voters on the side. Now I know she had multiple fucking forces pushing back against her, including
even infighting. There's a lot of infighting with it's crazy.
Yeah, and I want to touch on this too since we talking about the campaign train shit. I want to let the Bernie was never going to be the guy. And no, I won't fucking elaborate. Do your fucking research. Did I know he going on oligarch tour with AOC? He has something, in my opinion, nothing that was more different than Kamala was saying about Trump. He ain't saying nothing different. It just means y'all may like it because it's coming from a white man, no white man that y'all like, which is cool. I like Bernie too. He's a man twice in the primary, but he has a problem with black people.
Yeah.
And there's nothing nobody that can think. I'm saying the man is not racist. He's not racist.
Yeah.
But he has a problem with black people, especially elderly black people. So that's what I gotta say about that.
Yeah, I think he has a disconnect with them, man. Like he would be the guy if he had that. There's just that one, which it may be. I mean, it's small, but it's not small.
Yeah, like I don't think y'all realize how big of a problem that is. You're running as a Democrat, but you can't carry black people, or you can't get black people to come vote for you. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's a big problem. Big problem.
And one last thing before we get off of here. Now, Colombians, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans to the front. They voted for this motherfucker. How many the fuck y'all feel that he's about to deport some of y'all? He's revoking the legal status of 530 Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans. Arrivederci, my nigga. Goodbye.
Arrivederci.
Okay? I got a question. I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
The Trump administration is invoking a state secrets privilege and refused to give a federal judge any additional information about the deportation of Venezuelan migrants to El Salvador. The judge is weighing whether the administration defied his order to turn those planes around. Meanwhile, the administration is asking an appeals court to overturn that judge's block on deportations of people accused of being gang members without due process. And within the last hour, the federal government officially posted the notice to end protections for more than 500,000 Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans to the Federal Register.
And so this now sets up a deadline for them to actually leave the country.
That's right. CBS News Miami's Morgan Reiner, who's taking a closer look at the story this morning.
Good morning, guys. The notice posted this morning means that those people affected now have 30 days to leave the country on their own or face arrest and deportation by the federal government. The Trump administration announced last week that it was revoking the legal status of more than 500,000 immigrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela who came to the U.S. legally under parole status. It's a Biden-era program known as CHNV, which allowed immigrants to live in the U.S. through sponsorship by a U.S. citizen or permanent resident. CBS News reported the program was created as a way to give immigrants at the U.S.-Mexico border safe entry into the U.S. without having to go through a smuggler. Now, those immigrants have until April 24th to leave the U.S. CBS News immigration reporter Camila Montoyo Galvez explains what will happen to people if they don't self-deport.
Voluntarily depart the country, John, they will be found, arrested, and deported from the country. In fact, the administration is saying that the people affected by this policy change should sign up to self-register on a smartphone app provided by the government and tell people that they will be departing the country.
The Department of Homeland Security has said the people who have come through this program were loosely vetted and have undercut American workers. Now, this decision is being challenged in court. We will tell you all about that coming up shortly in just 30 minutes at 6:30. So stick with us. For now, I'm live in Miramar, Morgan Reiner, CBS News, Miami.
That she was saying. They saying that y'all came over here to undercut the American job market. Y'all undercutting.
They're not gonna do us like that. They're doing that only to the cartel members. They ain't doing that to me.
Because now, let's get in the really gritty. This is just a launching platform, right? They're revoking the legal status of over 500,000 people. Now you having the Trump administration is trying to go through the IRS to figure out who's illegal. Because let me tell people, illegal immigrants pay taxes. Don't believe that fucking lie. That they don't pay taxes. They pay taxes, okay? A lot of illegal immigrants pay taxes through a certain number that they get from the IRS. The IRS have always maintained the status of we're not giving the federal government shit. When it comes to the illegal information, the information of illegal, not even legal, motherfuckers that are undocumented. Let's say that. I mean, it's a better term for that.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers that are undocumented, we're not giving you that information because we want them to continue to pay taxes because they think it's so they can get citizenship, right?
Yeah.
Now you had not one but two people sat there from the IRS. They was like, "Yeah, no, Okay, they got somebody up there right now is willing to make that fucking deal. Now, I want the American people to know, and I want people that listen to my voice know they almost pay almost $100 billion in taxes. Undocumented immigrants. Imagine if the Trump administration get that information and start hawking down these people. These people going to stop paying taxes.
Yep.
That means less money for America. Y'all do realize that there's ramifications. That means that's bringing up somewhere.
Oh man, it really kind of feels like he's like pulling he's playing Jenga and he's pulling the worst possible blocks out. Like,
yeah, like he pulling the blocks. He puts. You know what? Let's take it a step further. Not only he pulling out the wrong fucking blocks, he pulling out the blocks that damn near make tip the fucking tower.
Yeah.
Okay, you do realize that there is one more block in the middle that's holding this tower together. Why the fuck are you trying to pull it? That makes no sense. These people came over here legally because they were able to get sponsorship to come over here, right? So they can try to be American citizens. If they go way, because people come here legally, they find a legal way to people to get people get over here, right? From these countries, especially Haitians. A lot of people don't realize Haitians are also Latinos. Want to put that as well?
It's not funny, but like, I mean,
yeah, we gonna get in that in the next week. You know, like I said, with so much information and news coming out, it's kind of super hard to keep up with everything. So we kind of keep everything tame. Like I'm saying, like they trying to pick people off the street now with the information that they got. Like we just seen a girl, somebody who's here legally on a student visa get picked up off the street while heading to break Ramadan with her friends. Like, that's crazy to think about. And then you have this IRS situation going on, and now you have these over 500,000 Latino people back to get the vote, and they came here legally. And that's my thing with Republicans. Like, you tell these people to find ways and means to come over here legally, they do, or programs are created for them to come over here legally, and then you decide to kick them out. That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, they can kick them out anyway.
Yeah, kick them out anyway. And not only that, you have encouraging it for is trying to have people, you know, a golden ticket for $5 million. Do you think that's fucking fair? Do you think that's fucking fair for the people who are poor and trying to get over here legally? You think that's fair? These people are able to get the fucking system. It's the same problem that I have with organ donating. When it comes to organs, simply because somebody may be richer who can get that quicker to the hospital and get an organ, a person who is poor has to miss out on a organ because this person can get there. It's not just fucking sense. That's wrong.
Yeah, it's crazy work, man. I don't know what the numbers are, the voter numbers are for Venezuelans and
yeah, like
what was Cubans?
The Latino pool, and you know, it's won't, and sometimes it's not, because there are innocent people involved that are being that's being attacked by this administration. Let's say that. You have an administration who is specifically trying to bully your family members. Y'all don't think that's a problem? And these are y'all family members. Y'all thought they were safe? He told y'all from the jump, I'm going after all undocumented immigrants. Don't matter who the fuck they are. And y'all really sat there and said, oh, he's not going to go after my abuelo, my abuela, my cousin, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, sometimes brothers and sisters. And y'all thought that they were safe. They are not safe.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. They I mean, I don't I mean, like I said, I don't know how this is. I mean, it's obviously affecting their numbers. But, I mean, Americans are so stupid. I don't know how, if an election happened today, you know, and if he was able to run again, would he be able to win? I don't know. But American people are stupid. He might win again. He probably would win again.
No, here's my thing, though, too. He shouldn't. Because, first of all, the Dems, y'all need to start getting ready to fix the motherfucking midterms. They're trying to turn up the motherfucking heat. Midterms are next year. Y'all better start turn up the motherfucking heat now and keep pressure on them. Because ain't no way that this man should make it out of midterms and the Republicans still have control of the Senate and the House.
And fuck that bipartisan shit.
That bipartisan shit is out the door. Fuck that bipartisan shit. Nigga, they trying to stand on tens about shit. Don't let this nigga get on shit. Don't let them y'all off like fighting none of that shit. Chuck Schumer the fucking out of there. I hope AOC do primary his ass. I'm sick of him. You talking about, well, we don't want to hurt the American public, so I'm gonna go ahead and vote for this fucking horrible budget bill that slashes the millions of fucking dollars that help Americans. That makes no fucking
Right.
sense. No fucking backbone. And I understand right now y'all in a compromised position because y'all don't have the numbers. Certain shit, I want to hear y'all stand 10 toes down on certain shit. This was one of those things. And you fucking did it. You fucking got past it. You made it a bipartisan effort.
Yeah, this like literally this past election should have been like a reality check slap in the face slash I don't know that morning water thrown in your face. This should have been all that. This should have been all that. I mean, we only know for the primaries midterms. We know then.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do then.
Man, for sure. Like, it should be an inkling of, like, you would think the last midterms, 2022, you would think, based on how it went, because remember, Republicans was thinking about, oh, this is going to be this red wave, and it wasn't even a sprinkle. Well, they won very few seats, right? And you would think with the election coming up, the gubernatorial election coming up, you would think it would go the same way. It will be close. But ultimately, the Dems will pull it out. Not only that, the country is going well. Everything is okay. There's certain things, yeah, that need to be fixed or need to be addressed, but that's okay. We're in a good spot, better than we was when under this nigga Trump. But instead, when motherfuckers don't know when to shut the fuck up in the party, I'm talking about regular people and people who are in office, because they shut the fuck up about Biden. And we got the average American questioning whether or not this nigga was effective or not.
Yeah.
Was he
Yeah.
the best president in the fucking world?
No.
I can acknowledge that he wasn't the best president in of all fucking time. But I can also acknowledge this nigga helped let the fucking boat out. He kept us fucking floating. And that's sometimes really need from the president.
Yeah, you don't always need a bunch of change and shit like that. Sometimes you need somebody just to get you on to the next.
Now, that's what Biden was supposed to be. Unfortunately, people got in the air and were like, you can get another term. And people was like, but go rock with it. You did a great job. You did okay. But unfortunately, you had a section of the party who kept running their fucking mouths. Couldn't shut up when they shut up. Because that's the one thing I will say about Republicans. They don't want to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
What criticism? I said, what? I ain't say that. Act delusional as fuck. And with them, like, no, let's keep running our fucking mouth and destroying our party leader. That makes no fucking sense. It's like me being a GM of a team and I go out destroy my star player on a consistent basis. The people are going to start responding to that same comments that I'm making, and you're going to start rallying against the star fucking player to get him off the fucking team.
Yeah, alienating basically is the word.
Yeah.
Alienating.
Make some comments and shit, try to, nitpick at what fucking Luca was doing and shit. You nitpicking and the people listened. And then when Kamala got in the spot, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this in the show. We gonna because my boy Job is calling him, so he got
they called it.
Got it. So, follow us on Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, Spotify, all that good shit. Yeah, we see you at the next one.